Drivers, start your reading. MotorSim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here tonight. We're live back again. OSR Network here, Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. Man, we're back here for some more all-star racing excitement. This time, Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. We got the Xfinity cars here, and you're watching OSR Network. Man, our proud sponsor of their TN Designs, racing designs and graphics. Hey, you looking for an iRacing paint? Looking for a logo done by your league or whatnot? Check the guys out, TN Designs, on Facebook, tndesigns.weebly.com. Andrew Kennelly and Company, they'll get you hooked up. They'll sell a lot of their paint jobs out here on the field tonight. I think Tyler Justice and whatnot, a couple of them are going to be running them. But check them out, TN Designs, all night long. Well, Joe White up here in the booth, and I'm accompanied as always by John T. Wimmis. John, how you doing tonight?
Doing great, Joe. Excited about this race. It'll be a little bit more racy tonight than we saw last night. These cars are slipping and sliding all over the place here a little bit, so should be interesting.
I hear that. Well, I'll tell you what, you're right. This is going to be very interesting because these cars are a handful. These are the Xfinity cars. We know, you know, John. I mean, we've drove them, and ever since the last build, boy, these cars just, wow. That's all I can say is sometimes they'll just snap out. Good thing is, though, they got a good track, good temperature, so hopefully it'll work out well. On the flip side of that, though, you know, John, that hey, this is a non-points race. Anything goes.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys just winner take all kind of thing here, bragging rights and whatnot. And I believe there's a little bit of money involved. I think the winner gets $20 or something like that. So they got a pretty cool deal going on here. But it'll be interesting. You definitely have to drive these a little different. You were saying the build is very different with these cars. They get real loose over the run. You got a couple good laps in it, and that's about it. You got to start taking care of your stuff. So should see, you know, some great side-by-side action and some guys wheeling it, some guys take care of it. Track temp is 78 degrees, so not, you know, too cold, not too bad. So make for some good racing.
Absolutely, you're right there. Not too cold, not bad at all. Again, though, like you said, man, just I don't know, one of these races where it's going to be kind of unpredictable with this car. I mean, it's not like last night, which, man, it's all-star week here at OSR Network, so to speak, except for tomorrow night and Thursday night, and I guess you can even say those are all-star races. At Daytona, USA there, Daytona Super Speedway. It's going to be a heck of a race. ExtremeMotorsports99.com kicks off their Xfinity and Cup Series Wednesday night, Thursday night. But before that tonight, boy, we got Charlotte under the lights here, John. Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. And boy, I'll tell you what, it was a thriller Sunday night. It was a thriller, man, last night, and I think we're going to end for a thriller tonight.
Oh, these guys going to put on a great show here, and it's going to be from start to finish because, you know, every position matters. You want to get up to the front as soon as you can, but the trick in these cars is really your third lap. Say you take the green flag, every restart you take the flag, your third lap around is going to be the fastest one, so you've got a couple laps to make up as many positions as possible, and then you got to start taking care of your stuff. And you're going to see fall off, but if you take care of it, you're going to see, you know, just small fall off as you go. Just consistent laps here is what you need. Nothing too crazy. We've seen some guys so far put down some really good laps. Just in this practice here, we've got Zach Lindgren, who won last night's All-Star race, leading practice with a 28.295, and Eric Teska right behind him with a 374. Waylon Lamb a 384, and Tommy Haynes a 385. So these times, these first couple guys here, they're all on top of each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost like what we saw last night. These guys were just right on top of each other time-wise, which is what we thought. And the racing, well, again, man, Zach Lindgren. Well, I'll tell you what, the guy we always talk about lingering around, just, you know, 4th, 5th spot. Last night he lingered right on to victory lane and was a happy young man, I tell you what. And tonight he's back in his usual, I believe, is a Miller Lite machine. Last night he brought the, My Little Pony machine to victory lane.
Yeah, it worked out well for him, and he was very excited. Obviously, it's a big win when, you know, everybody's just pushing as hard as they can, and he stayed out on old tires and made it work, and it was pretty impressive. And his first win here in the Monday Night Thunder League, so pretty excited, and good to see him get a win. As he's been doing better every week. He's one of those drivers that always has a lot of speed, and been running up front, so probably see him in victory lane some more before the season's over.
Well, from what I'm seeing here in practice, which is what we're looking at right now, I got a feeling, boy, it's going to be a wild affair tonight. I mean, like I say, these cars, a lot more speed, a lot more power. I hate to use the term eel handling, because, I mean, we do have an awesome racetrack, awesome conditions, and a great track at that. You know, Charlotte's just a fun track to race at. The problem is, man, this car is just an eel handling. And what we're seeing right now, seeing some guys losing it come out of the turns. And I got a feeling when these guys are going to be pushing as hard as they are, that's what we're going to see all night long.
Yeah, you definitely are going to see that. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. These cars are so on edge every single lap, and you really got to take care of it. And it's almost, there's a point in your steering input that you just can't go past, and once you do, you're just going to lose it. So I took some laps around here and to see what it felt like, and you're just on the edge. There's just a certain point in your steering where that's all you can get out of it, and then you're driving with the throttle. So you really got to take it easy here, but you're going to see that. And then the problem is, if you're all close to each other, we know how that works out. Usually pretty bad. You take other guys with you.
Well, as you were saying that's what we just saw right there in practice with 00 and the 23. They just snapped loose. The problem is, the other drivers had nowhere to go. Guess kind of just brought them with them, and yeah, I mean, as hard as these guys are going to go, there's no points tonight, folks. So this is just for bragging rights. This is just who's the best of the best. You know, like I say, we're here at Charlotte under the lights. This is an all-star race. And, you know, John, we started off this week. You'll go ahead and say we started off the week at Wind's Tail, which was an unusual race that I called there. Those guys, remember, were at Eldora and the Dirt Legend cars. And I'm going to tell you, those cars look like a bunch of mean, angry bumblebees going around that dirt track. But it was a cool affair, man, for those guys. And then after that, it was all-star. The Disabled Veterans ARCA Series for the Monday Night Thunder at Lucas Oil Speedway. Man, what a race. You were in that one, and you know, just all kinds of, it was an all-star race, so to speak. I mean, there's a lot of drama and everything going on. Eric Tesh pulled it off with a pit strategy. And then last night, wow, I mean, these guys in the truck for the Monday Night Thunder presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. Another great race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So I'm hoping tonight is, but like what we're sitting here talking, I got a feeling some of these guys, as hard as they're going to try to push these cars, are probably going to feel that rear end come out from under.
Yeah, and I seriously doubt, as you were talking about, the other two races that we've seen have basically been won on strategy, and it's worked out in their favor. You've got to have tires on these cars, and even so, 4 is better. I really doubt anybody's going to take a gamble and take 2 tires, but you never know. So if it comes down to it at the end, I believe we're going to see everybody come and get tires so they can make these things run as fast as they can, because you're just a sitting duck out there on old tires in this car. So the strategy, in my mind, would be come and get tires as soon as you can every single time.
Well, and I'll agree with you on that one, because, like I said, from what we're seeing, you know, the only time I would say is if there's maybe 5 laps to go, you know, something like that if you want to make a pit strategy. But if you've got 15 laps or so, or 10 laps, yeah, I think you got tires are important. I mean, I know you were talking about
it. Would be terrible to be the leader in that situation with 5 to go, because you could come to pit road and other people are they're going to stay out.
Yes.
And then it depends on how many stay out. There's a bunch of roadblocks and all that stuff. So it's just, you never know, and you just have to wait and see what happens.
Now, I got a feeling, though, what we saw the last 2 nights, or really mostly last night, was the trucks were so even, it was very hard to pass. So track position was very at a premium. Tonight, though, I think these guys will be able to pass a little bit better. The problem is they're going to have to be careful doing it, but they will be able to pass.
Yeah, you absolutely can, but the problem is, just like what we're talking about, these cars are on edge all the time, and then, you know, if you're on the inside of another car, it makes it very hard for you to be able to get back in the throttle the way you want to, get that traction and get the good drive off. So we'll probably see some of these guys go to the high side just to take care of tires, and you're not having to put so much input into your steering, and kind of keep you straight there. So I think it's going to be an interesting race. There's no doubt about it. But what type of interesting is it going to be is the question.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm kind of curious to see myself, man, because, you know, the last 2 nights have been, it's been awesome to be an all-star, you know, an all-star race. And so now, I did not get confirmation who raced their way into this one. Matter of fact, that is something we probably need, and who won the fan vote. So, give me 1 second, and we'll find that out right quick.
Everybody made it in.
Oh, okay. So they wasn't a race in?
There was no open race earlier. They didn't have enough other... They had a certain number of drivers came in, and some people, I guess, decided not to run, so everybody that showed up made it.
Who won the fan vote?
I have no idea, and I don't know that it's even going to play a factor since everybody's making it.
That is true. Yeah, you got a good point there. Oh. All right, well, we'll ask later on, but okay, cool. Well, we do have 23 drivers. Actually, it's going to be 22 because I think Michael Redding is out there, but he's the race director, obviously, as we know that. Man, I'm pumped up for this one. I mean, it's Charlotte Motor Speedway here under the lights, Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. You know, we got our title sponsor here for OSR Network here tonight, TN Designs. Got a lot of great paint jobs out there by that young man, Andrew Kennelly and company. I know he's made you one, and he's got that one for Tyler Justice. I like that Nike shoe one, man. Just out there running around with some Nike shoes. Looks awesome, man. And I think they just advanced the session over.
Yeah, they have. And yeah, Andrew's done a great job with his paints, and You know, they're doing a special thing with the window banners. Made them up for the All-Star race with the red, white, and blue, and they're running names on them. So that's really cool. And have to take a look at Andrew's car with it on his windshield sometime.
I will. We will. Well, let's do the grid order here, because I do know David A. Levine was the recipient of that, as they did a draw style for the pole. So tonight's pole winner, David A. Levine's going to sit it on front. Ryan Broderick starts second. Jason Alexander third. Mike T. Bruno in fourth. Eric Test, Iceman from the Neverlands, he won Sunday night, sitting there in fifth. Sixth is Terry Mason. Waylon Lamb right there, old fan favorite, sitting seventh. Aaron Friend, his teammate, right there in eighth. David Heiser starting ninth. Michael Redding in 10th. So we look through the rest of this field. Well, I truly can say all-star field, because we're in an all-star race tonight, and this is the best of the best of the Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. Now, the biggest thing about this, excuse me if I can get my talking right, this is the winners and pole winners from this season, because this series wasn't around last season. Last night was all about last year's pole winners and winners, but this one tonight, now it's all about this season's.
It'd be interesting to see tonight versus last night. The guys that are in the back that we know are fast from their practice times. You've got guys like Cody West, Brad Wilson, Andrew Canali, Tommy Haynes put down a great time in practice. So these guys are going to have to work their way through this field. And how long is it going to take them to do it and be able to do it safely?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, again, the difference between, I believe, last night and tonight is these guys will be able to push these cars and pass. I got a feeling, even though they're very close to each other, they still should be able to pass. But David A. Levine and that Revin Optics Chevrolet out there, he's going to pull these guys around. He is running a Chevy, ain't he? I think he is. Or Ford?
No, he's in a Ford.
Okay, my bad. That shows you how much I pay attention. Oh. Well, either way, yeah, that's bad. Pace car's in, and here we go. David Levine's going to slowly bring him here to the line. As the green flag waves, we have got one, and I believe we're going to do the same thing as last night. Segment number 1 is going to fly at like lap 26, folks, so look for that number. As right now, Levine, and I'm going to say that is the number... Is that Ryan Broderick? No, it's not
Ryan Broderick in the 32
yep,
and Mike T. Bruno.
Yep, they're side by side. Mike T. Bruno's going to think about 3 wide. They are 3 wide in the back.
Yeah, he's going to back out of it, though, and follow David in here, because you don't want to be 3 wide going into the corner here.
Well, they're 3 wide almost back there in the back, though, behind them. You've got to be kidding me. These guys are going to try to make it happen back there. As they're coming to the line here, they're storming across for lap number 1. Wow, what a first lap there. 3 wide on the back stretch into the turn. They're still 2 wide back there with Waylon Lamb and Tyler Justice.
Oh, and David Levine's up in the wall. Bruno gets by him, and Levine's having to stay high here. Gets out in front of Jason Alexander in that 5, but he just drifted way up the track.
Yes, he does. That was Ryan Broderick out front, but it's a dog fight back to back. Tyler Justice, Mr. Excitement, making it exciting. He powers to the outside of Jason Alexander on the outside move right there. Got nowhere to go, though, because David Levine, he's still 3 wide. They are 3 wide, 2 sets back, coming to turn number 1.
Unbelievable move by Tyler Justice. Able to run on that super high line right there and make that work for him. Now he's going to cut that thing down to the inside. It's going to be stuck in the middle here. He's going to have to fall back behind Levine.
Yes, he is. These guys, man, are dog fighting it back there. They are nose to tail up front, 1-2 there, but it is a storm of a hornet's nest there. Tyler Justice rim riding out outside here, trying everything he can do. Jason Alexander's right behind him. Eric Tess was able to get around out in front of those. Now they're all single file.
Yeah, Waylon Lamb's up here in the 6th position now. David moves up high again. Still, I don't know if he's fighting that car or if he's trying to run up high right there. But that lets Waylon get underneath him and brings the 54. But Chris Akers with him, and there's a big wreck in the back.
Huge wreck. Man, they were still stacked 2-2. What'd you see on that wreck there, John?
A lot of cars. Let's see, the 94's involved.
23, I know is one of them. Woo, well, I'll tell you what, well, to give us time to settle down after that first couple laps right there. Wow, those guys, man, were dicing it up front. Let's see here, the 23.
23 was just caught in the middle there. You'll see that on the replay.
Yeah, watching it right now, yeah, and he got into Davis Richards. Man, I don't see, the 51 almost got through. Just no place to go. Wow. Hate to see that.
Yeah, 3 wide it's just not a fantastic idea at this track. It's very
Well,
hard to make that work.
tell you what, John, that's what they were doing up front. These guys, well, I hate to use the term no fear, but they were showing no fear up there as
Oh,
wow,
and
Eric
Eric
Tesh.
Tesh faked him out. Was going to go in when he saw Bruno coming in. He went back out.
You know what? He's lucky he didn't get clipped coming back up through there because he's threaded the needle between those two cars coming back on the track.
That was an unbelievable move.
Yeah, it was. That's what I was saying. If you watch it in the angle I had it at, you'll see what I'm talking about. When he came back on the track, I don't know who it was, but it was right there on his outside. And when he came back, it wasn't just a little bit. He could have easily clipped him.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Justice decided to come in when he saw them coming. And Tyler almost clipped him right there with that fake.
Wow. Well, lap 6, we've got our first segment coming up at lap 26. I don't know. You tell me, is it a smart move to stay out?
I think it is, really. I mean, you've only got, 4 laps on your tires. And depending on what Eric had to do, if he didn't run it very hard, he didn't really hurt anything. I mean, he started 5th on the grid, so he didn't have to run it very hard. And we know Eric doesn't do that at the beginning of races. So this was about track position and trying to stay up front, stay out of trouble. Waylon Lamb's going to be up there as well, David Levine, Aaron Friend, Andrew Cornelli, Michael Redding's going to be up there as well.
Yes, he is. And you were talking about Andrew Cornelli. There you go, folks. Awesome windshield banner, Wimbish, which means John T. Wimbish, by the way. Anybody don't get it. On the windshield there with the big TN Designs logo on the hood. Awesome Budweiser machine paint job that guy did.
Yeah, and I appreciate him doing that, man. I didn't know he was doing that. I started looking at the car earlier, and I was like, that's my name. So, obviously, if anybody doesn't know, I was in the Army, served in Iraq in 2004 to 05 and all that. So he's doing that just as a little thank you and everything, and I appreciate it. Good deal. And he's, like we were talking about doing paints and all, he painted that car, and he's done these banners here as well. So very good at what he does. Very good pricing. I'm talking unbelievably affordable pricing on, a great job. So TN Designs, look them up if you're looking for, a good paint job. If you get a sponsor or you just want to run a custom car, he's your guy.
Absolutely. Well, looks like we're going to have one more lap before we go green here. So they're not, pace car still got the lights on it. But, I got somebody out in the chat says, good to see a Tide ride out there. Well, that's Ryan Broddick. And guess what? You're going to see Ryan Broddick again tomorrow night in ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Xfinity Series as him, Matt Hoover, and Davis Richards will all be there racing tomorrow night. So, good to see them guys over there, and I know you're going to be there in the Cup car on Thursday night. So it's awesome, man, to see a lot of guys getting out and about on some different leagues, and y'all a bunch of stalkers.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Extreme99.com on Thursday night in their Cup Series. Going to be a great test of ability. But that's what I want, man. They got some great racers over there, as they do here in this league as well. But
yes,
looking forward to that and learning a lot from those guys over there.
Absolutely. Anyway, when I say things, I don't take anything away from any other leagues because, they all are great drivers. It's good to see the versatility. How's that? That's a good word to use. Of guys wanting to spread their wings out to other places, not just stay planted in one place and, test the waters of other leagues. And that's good, man. Like I said, because everybody has different talents and stuff. And it's always good. As pace car's coming out of turn 4 here. Going to dive on the pit road. We're going to be at lap number 9. Well, Ryan Broddick hammers through the gears, and he's off. Waylon Lamb right there. Got Eric Tesh on the outside as they shoot off down into turn number 1. They're stacked 2-2 going into turn 1.
Yeah, Ryan got a great restart right there. At least Waylon Lamb battling with Eric Tesh right there on the inside. The inside right now is a good place to be on with the tires not too worn out. As they get worn out, you'll see these guys move up to the top.
Absolutely. Outside here, but I'll tell you what, good shot there. Eric Tess all over the back deck lid of the pad machine is the number 50 of Waylon Lamb. He is looking to put that machine up there. He's definitely not distracted right now. The only thing he's distracted about is maybe trying to run down Ryan Broderick and win this thing tonight. He's got his teammate, though, in 4th place. Maybe give him a little bit of help. Who knows? Mike T. Bruno's in 5th.
Wow. I was just scrolling through the field here, and there's action all over. Look at that. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide back there.
Yeah, I'm seeing that right there. They're 2 by 2 by 2, and then there's 3 wide right behind them. It's just don't know where to go here in the action all over here. Ryan Broderick, the man out front. I mean, they are a hornet's nest dog fight right there. The 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th spot. Michael Redding, David A. Levine, Chris Akers, and Tyler Justice. Oh, and the car on the wall.
16's up in the wall.
Oh,
Stayed up high there, stayed out everybody's way. No caution. He's still going. No damage done there except to the 16, unfortunately.
Man, I tell you what, these guys, man, are putting it to the wind. Now, it's a little different, like what we talked about, John. These guys will be able to pass and do this in these cars, as opposed to the trucks last night. Seemed like they were just either glued to the rear or glued to the side. These guys will be able to jockey around and move these machines very quickly. Right now, man, look at Michael Redding firing on the inside of David Levine. Oh, Tyler Justice is around. Oh, and the 00 got in it. Oh, and the 16 Aaron Friend had nowhere to go. Wow. I think that's what we talked about earlier there, John. Car just stepped loose on him.
Yeah, he was just running super, super high up there. It's a little strange, I think, to be running that high, but he was making a little bit of time up there, but the car can really step out on you because you've really got to turn that wheel. We saw him being that high up. You're going to get tight coming off, and you got to put more wheel input to it. When you do that, it's just going to come around.
Oh, 00 nowhere to go. Whoo, look at that. Kenneth Jans threading the needle right there, and then Aaron Friend nowhere to go. Hate to see that on his end, but the good news is he should have a fast fix, shouldn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Thinking he should, yeah.
Well, now, see if these guys that stayed out earlier are going to come pit. I would imagine that they will now. Oh, Eric Tesh does come.
Yeah, Eric Tesh comes. Waylon stays out. So, let's see if we can't get a talk with old Andrew Kennelly. What do you think?
That sounds good.
Yep. Andrew Kennelly, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy? Andrew Kennelly, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Well, Andrew, looking pretty good. That number 8 Budweiser Stars and Stripes machine out there. Got the TN designs on the hood. And old John T. Wimbus, the Wimbus up there on the banner. Looking good out there right now, currently in 3rd. How does the car feel under the lights here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the All-Star Race Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine?
Well, the car honestly feels like it needs to be on dirt. It's just trying to slide, and I'm lucky I haven't spun yet. But yeah, we got Wimbish up on the banner. We had Joseph Andujar last night. Hopefully everything goes as planned with him being deployed right now. Just want to give a shout out to him.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, looking good up there. And that's what me and old John was talking about. These cars might be a lot of handful, but hey, it's for all the marbles tonight. Bragging rights nonetheless. So good luck, man. Want to see you get that machine up front. And as always, look for a good paint job. Check out Andrew Kennelly and TN Designs. Those guys will give you a good deal with a good paint job and awesome paints. And we see a lot of them. Gentlemen, wow, that's all I got to say so far. Y'all guys are putting on a show. Lap 15. And just so I know, Michael Redding, our first segment's going to be the same as last night, lap 26.
Yeah, that's correct, Joe. Going to be 2 segments of 25 and then the shootout at the end.
Okay, good deal. I appreciate it, man. Thank you much, sir. All right. Well, there we go. We got confirmation of the segments. And Andrew kind of confirmed what we were talking about, John. Them cars are slick.
Oh yeah, they definitely. This is a driver's race right here tonight. That's what I enjoy seeing. I like that the race we saw last night was great, but it was super hard to pass if you were in the back there. So I see, Eric got tires. We'll see what he can do with those versus these guys that have been out there. And the guys pit earlier have some laps on them, but we know that they were driving it hard there. So we'll see what Eric can do.
Absolutely. Want to appreciate everybody coming out tonight here. As always, OSR Network, we're live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, Twitter. Check us out online at onlinesimracingnetwork.com. Hey, and if you're a sponsor out there in sim racing or whatever, check out John's site, simracingsponsors.com. We haven't talked about it in a while, but as always, I always like to ask all the viewers out there and everyone that's watching, how's the stream look, how we sound. Want to make sure that nothing's jumping on y'all's end or anything like that. So, as always, I love the feedback to hearing from the folks and enjoy the show. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, restart right here is going to be key because Bruno's been fast, but he's shown a lot of patience as well, which, Bruno does that. But, with these races right here, you want to get up front and be the leader. The clean air is the best thing for you in this car, really.
Absolutely. Well, that pace car's coming into turn 3 here, John. And the man out front, Waylon Lamb, boy, I'll tell you what, he, fan favorite, so to speak, here. And Mike T. Bruno, we know that cat can wheel one of these cars around. Don't count out old Andrew Kennelly, David A. Levine, and Michael Reddy in the top 5 as pace cars coming out of 4. Going to roll on down pit lane here. The pad machine, he's definitely not distracted. The only thing he is concentrating on is hammer down as he heads off into turn 1, gets a good jump. Andrew Kennelly's got that number 8 machine door to door. Halfway right there going into turn 1. David Levine behind him, though, clears him. They're still side by side in 2.
Oh, the 49 pushes up just a little bit, gets into that 54, but they're still going. No damage done there, but Bruno's fighting back on the outside.
Yeah, he is. Bruno's fighting back on the inside, like you said. The number 19 up there on top, number 8 on the bottom. You got Bass Pro Shop with the Budweiser machine there. Oh, and look at Waylon Lamb. He looks like he had to go high. Andrew Kennelly's, man, trying to bring that 10 Designs Budweiser machine to the front.
He is super fast right now on that bottom line there. Really stuck good for him. Waylon got a little high there. Probably had to get out of the throttle. It started pushing the nose on him. And now Bruno's working on the inside of Waylon.
Absolutely. Right now, looking very good up front as Andrew Kennelly goes to the point, folks. Boy, he storms that number 8 machine up there. He would love to put it in victory lane here tonight. He's got his hands full, though. Mike T. Bruno's bringing Bass Pro Shops with him. Waylon Lance falls to 3rd. David Levine sitting in 4th. The man, Chris Akers, don't count him out. He's got a freaky fast machine tonight in that 54. He's sitting in 5th spot.
Yeah, I'm looking back here at the 85 and the 89 right here. Got Spence Thompson and Zach Lindgren fighting for position. The 32 are Broderick behind them. These guys are putting up a fight back here. Got some side-by-side battle here. Levine's on the inside of that 54, trying to make up some spot here.
Yeah, he has got battles everywhere right now. And look at Michael Redding. Almost got in the rear end there. David Levine. You got Spence Thompson coming up. Oh, don't count out Zach Linger. We always say the man lingers around. Hey, he lingered around long enough last night. He put it in victory lane. He's got that Miller Lite machine looking good. Currently running 8th spot. Well, there's just a lot of excitement going on this track. Don't know. Oh, Michael Redding's loose. Oh,
just got loose coming out of the corner right there.
Yeah, and Zach Linger, man, got a piece of it, man. Hate to see that. Well, that's basically what we've been talking about all night long. As these cars, man, are just wicked loose in the rear, and they're going to step sideways, but it's not slowing these guys down from great, exciting, side-by-side, thrilling, 3-wide style racing. I mean, they're putting it to the win here. So let's watch this replay. I hate the fact, though, that, he just got loose. Oh, Zach Linger, nowhere to go. Good job by everyone else, though, while that car was spinning in the middle of the track, to not get hit.
Yeah, and Redding tried everything he could do right there. You can see he locked it up and had the thing, it's out of control, but it's under control spin-wise, spinning straight, but 85 had nowhere to go. But Redding just got to that high side, and like we were talking about earlier, just got tight and tighter on exit, and you got to put more wheel in it. And the only thing you can do is back out of it and take your losses, or you try to fight it, and he tried to fight it and lost that battle there.
Yep. You know what? Let's get a talk with old Chris Akers. It looked good last night. It's looking good so far tonight. Is the radio clear?
Yeah.
Chris Akers, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
and I was running.
Chris Akers, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, Joe. I got your copy.
Well, Chris, you're looking very good. You just went your pit stop right there, but nonetheless, you were sitting up in about the top 5. How's that freaky fast Jimmy John's machine feeling tonight here under the lights at Charlotte?
Man, it's loose as a goose on the bottom, and it's hard to control down there. Once we move up to the high line, it feels pretty daggone good.
All right, well, good deal. I'll tell you what, but still looking very good. Coming out here, looks like going to be starting around 10th spot. Think you got enough to bring it home here?
No, I'm going to give another shot like I did last night. Hopefully we won't have to caution at the very end again. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, good luck out there, man. Gentlemen, I'll tell you what, heck of a race. I know those cars probably are just evil handling, so to speak. But, man, y'all are putting on an exciting race up here. Loving every minute of it. Me and John and all the viewers out here, they're loving the race. It's an all-star race. It's for all the marbles, guys. There is no points. It's bragging rights here tonight. Who's the best, man? Who's the all-star in the Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine? Guys, good luck. See you at lap 26, 25, but we'll also see you at 75. All right, there you go. And again, the same thing we've been talking about, loose.
Yep, and that's going to be the case all night long, and it is loose. That's the crazy thing about it. If you're running in the groove where you want to be, the car is very loose. If you're not running in a groove, it starts getting super tight, and that's the problems that we're seeing, just like we saw with the 49 right there. You can be on the bottom on worn out tires, and try to turn it, and the nose just wants to push. And then if you're on that super high line right there, the wall really comes out, kind of juts out at you, and you end up putting more wheel into it. So it's very loose, but can also get super tight if you're not running in the groove. If all of what I just said makes sense. Okay, so they've thrown another caution, and the reason that they're doing that is for the segment to be over. They don't want these guys racing back to the line for a segment.
Oh, okay. Well, then that might be a smart thing, because we have a lot of tore up cars probably. And one thing they might actually think about here is, since this is an all-star race, there's no points, there's nothing, it's just bragging rights. You're going to tear some cars up. I mean, that's inevitable. Why not just give them, like, unlimited fast fixes and say go at it, pretty much.
Well, because then you'd have guys out there just wrecking each other and tearing each other up.
Yeah, well, then that's true. That's the flip side of it. And I see why they're doing what they're doing now, is because they don't want a bunch of tore-up cars. They want guys to be there at the end. So, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, so to speak.
We got to give a call to Davis Richards, running in the 4th position right now.
Yep.
At 51 Birdies Construction Machine. Started 21st, running 4th. Tommy Haynes in the 17 started 16th. He's running in the 5th position.
He is. Tommy Haynes looking very good. He winner of a race the other week here, and very happy man to do that. Aaron Friend right there on the outside of him. Andrew Kennelly up there. Mike T. Bruno, Spence Thompson, Chris Akers rounding out your top 10 here. I tell you, I don't even want to begin to say who's going to win this one tonight, because, well, it's that close and it's that exciting.
Well, obviously all these guys want to win it, but I can tell you who's on a mission is the 50 of Waylon Lamb, as he's had some bad luck. Eric Tesh hasn't, had the greatest luck last night. He got a win on Sunday, but Tommy Haynes in that 17 has had bad luck in all the All-Star races. He's looking to finish this one out strong.
Absolutely. Well, right now we're going to settle this one. It's going to be our first segment's up, and Waylon Lamb's going to be the man that's going to lead that one. So as the pace car's coming out of turn 4, we see that pad machine out front. Don't count out David A. Levine. We call him the closer. He can get it done. And right behind him, Eric Tesh, as they storm off past the line, heading into turn number 1. They're stacked 2 by 2 behind him. David Levine is right there on the outside of Eric Tesh going into 1.
And there, you got to remember, Eric's got brand new tires on these guys, and he's going to be coming to the front here, as we've seen Eric step up his game here in these races in the past few weeks, and getting a little bit faster there at the beginning of these runs.
Absolutely. Here comes Eric Tesh. He's going to try. Waylon.
Oh, we got a spin.
That's Andrew Kennelly. They didn't bring a caution out, but we saw it back there, unfortunately. Tommy Haynes got his hands full in the 4th spot, and I got a feeling, man, Waylon Lamb's going to have his hands full with that number 96 machine. Boy, look at Mike T. Bruno all over the back deck lid of that 17.
I got David Levine still stuck up there. Bruno pushing the 17 right now.
Yes, he is. And right there, they're hooked up, glued side by side, 59-17 as they storm in here down the stretch, coming to the line this time by lap 28. But what I tell you, Waylon Lamb's got his hands full with the Iceman for the Neverlands. He's wanting to make it 2 All-Star wins this week. He pulled one off Sunday night. He's wanting to pull it off now. But look at this. Mike T. Bruno, 3 wide in the middle.
Bounces off the 17, sends him almost down to the apron. And we got a big wreck in the back.
Man, huge wreck in the back. Hold on to your breath there, folks, is all I got to say. Wow. Mike T. Bruno threaded a needle, so to speak. And David Heisa all tore up. So let's see what happened on this replay. Man, John, what that was a move that, woo. That's all I got to say. Wow.
Wow, this you're going to see on the replay is just...
How did the 23? He just
disgusting.
lost it.
No, that's super, super bad net code.
Yeah.
Because you see it looks like somebody gives him a shove, a little bump right there.
Yeah. Wow. Man, and I hate to see stuff like that. We can mess up 2 drivers' nights, which obviously they got a fast fix. See the 62 using his right there to get back. Man, hate to see that. Well, Waylon Lamb, well, he says, hey, look, it's time to come down to pit road now. All right, give me some tires. Actually, Eric Tess also. Excuse me. Thought it was Waylon Lamb that came down to pit road.
Yeah, Waylon's staying out here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We got to talk to Mike T. Bruno after that move.
Just give me the EOL.
We'll wait here just a second.
All right, 10-4.
It's bad, man.
Let me know when they're done talking. The old Mike T. Bruno came through that middle like he was fishing for something. Whew. He made a hole and put it through there.
Yeah, I knew that his patience was going to run out eventually, because Mike's shown a lot of it. He showed some last night, and he's having to do it again tonight, and he wants to get up there, and he's going to make some things happen.
Last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, waiting to see to get a talk with Mike. They're still figuring some things out on the radio.
I think it's clear now. I believe they got it all squared away.
Mike T. Bruno, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4, Joe. I got you, bud.
Mike, the only thing I can say is breeze, because, boy, you look like you are a man on a mission fishing for some bass, man, going through the middle, 3 wide there, and that number 19 Bass Pro Shops machine. What in the world? Did you think that thing was going to stick like that?
Oh, man. Actually, not at all. I just said David gave me some room up high, and I saw Tommy down low. It looked like he was really low on that white line, so I said, this is about as good a time as any, and just said, screw it, it's the All-Star race, why not? And I was kind of hoping that it would have stayed green there, seeing what would have happened, but I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We're looking good here. You're up there in 3rd spot. Think you got enough, man, to pull it home for tonight?
Joe, I couldn't hear what you said, buddy. I'm sorry to keyed up over you.
I was saying, do you think you got enough to pull it home for tonight?
I hope so, man. This is a lot of fun. I love racing with these guys, and to bring it home first will be really good.
All right. Well, good luck out there in that number 19. Good luck to all your drivers out there. What a show is all I got to say. Gentlemen, see you at lap 75. Good luck. Well, like what we was talking about, John, it's the all-star race. Anything goes. And he said, why not? Let's try it and see if it holds, and it held.
And luckily it worked out for everybody, and the 17 got a little out of shape, got doored just a tad bit, but they were able to hold it, as it doesn't take much to get these cars sideways, especially when you're beating and banging on each other when you're already loose.
You were talking about net code. You know, we saw that when he went in there and talking about the door. It looked like some net code between that, too. It must be some bad tonight for some reason. Because I saw the wiggle that Tommy did. I thought it was just a wiggle, but maybe on your end you saw them when they were side by side. If you go back and watch that replay we did, you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, just might be one of them bad nights for net coding. Unfortunately.
Yeah, which is a real shame when you're the guy that it happens to, and
yes.
Nobody really touched you or anything, and then you find yourself with a lot of damage here. So
yes,
very unfortunate, but that's part of
online racing.
Online racing, yeah.
All right, well, here we go. I'll tell you what, Waylon Lamb is trying to make a statement tonight, trying to make a statement and go into victory lane and to be the all-star winner. Davis Richards, though, he'd love to bring Birdie's Construction along with it. Mike T. Bruno fires. Well, right there, they are still side by side. Waylon Lamb gets a heck of a jump going off into turn number 1, folks. They're still stuck 2-2 all the way back.
And Spence Thompson starting to work his way up through here. Now he's got in 4th position, got around Aaron Friend, right behind Davis Richards in that 51.
Yes, he does right there. Mike T. Bruno is trying to do all he can in 2nd spot. Davis Richards right there in the number 2nd spot. But look at old Spence Thompson. He's been up front all these times in these all-star races. Just haven't been able to seal the deal. Right now, look at Mike T. Bruno taking the power over old Waylon Lamb, taking to the lead.
Spence still got that thing glued down there, and Bruno got it, but it looked like Bruno gave a little wiggle right there.
Yeah, he went into the grass when he went through the infield there, and I think it upset that car just a little bit, and that put old Spence Thompson right on his back deck lid, but it also let Davis Richards. Waylon Lamb, I think, is having a hard time keeping that car down low. Obviously, he's not on the best of tires out there, and those guys are getting a heck of a run coming up underneath him. He's having to go high. They can take it down low. Right now, they're being able to pull back. The only problem is they're not being able to clear him because they can't get that run coming off the turn.
Yeah, see, Spence is just stuck on the high side right here, almost 3 wide between Bruno, Friend, and Spence right there.
Yes, it
unbelievable
was.
He's able to make that thing stick. I'm sorry, Joe.
Oh, you're fine. No, man, I'm watching what you're watching, and it's amazing to see because, oh man, these guys, man, are worrying
driving
me.
The wheels off of them.
Yeah, it is. You want to talk about, folks, man, on the bare minimum of wrecking a machine. Watch what they're doing out here. Davis Richards loses it. I'm going to tell you what, that car, no caution, man. That's unusual right there. They got him off the track, but wow, that's going to be unfortunate on there. No caution. I'm going to tell you what, that car kicked sideways just all of a sudden, and obviously Spence Thompson nowhere to go. There's the caution. I guess they threw it in race control, didn't they?
It doesn't show that they did. iRacing just took forever to throw it, so something's going on.
Yeah, gotta be, because I'm gonna tell you what, we saw that live, so I'm gonna go back on the replay on it. And we stayed with the whole thing live. We were riding with Davis Richards, and I'm gonna tell you now, we do know that there is a thing with the Xfinity car that all of a sudden that thing will just all of a sudden kick sideways and just come out from under you. I've had it happen to me when running around here on Charlotte. Don't know what it is. I've had a multitude of people tell me the same thing. Don't know if you've experienced it, John. And that's what it looked like on David Richards' part. Unfortunately, Spence Thompson had nowhere to go, and basically wrong place, wrong time, and bam, right there in the wall. But yeah, that looked like one of those rear ends just pow right out from under you.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me before. You're doing the same thing you've done every lap, and then all of a sudden it just comes out from underneath you, and it's something about this car that iRacing just hasn't quite figured out and nailed down yet. But definitely, it's just a terrible thing when you're not doing anything wrong.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Definitely definitely love that, man. As always, David A. Levine, the man out front, Waylon Lamb finally decides to look, I might need some tires here. These guys are eventually gonna run me over.
Yeah, it's definitely time for some. I figured he would be coming this time, but every time I say that he was going to come and get tires, he didn't. So I didn't want to say anything else.
I hear that. Well, man, I don't even want to pick a winner here or even think of who could win this one. As we're
I'm
at
not
lap
jinxing
39.
anybody.
Yeah, it's not. Well, yeah, we always end up jinxing somebody. Heck, I just really don't know. I mean, we've had, well, let's do a race summary and see how many lead changes we've had up front, because we've had a few of them. We're at lap 38 or 75. We had eight lead changes, 5 cautions for 17 laps. So that's what I'm saying. We've had quite a few lead changes. So several guys have gotten up there. Several guys have been very hard chargers. And I think it's just going to be the survival of the fittest, basically.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, these guys are going to push these cars a little bit harder than you normally would, which is quite a feat in itself because they're already ill handling, as we've been talking about pretty much the whole race so far. But Andrew Cornelli in that 8 back up in 4th spot had to use his fast fix there, so he's going to have a clean race here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Right here, David Levine, the man out front. And apologize about that. I was typing something to somebody. Just running the caution.
Not a big multitasker, are you?
Well, I have to mash the button. That's the only thing you would try to talk. I try to stay off of that voice activated, because next thing I know, I'll be over here yapping, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. So Robert Moyer is over here sending me a message, and I was replying back to him. So everybody knows Robert Moyer. He runs the Racing Freaks. Me and John calls them races on Saturday nights. And again, All-Star. We got All-Star week with them. So check us out this coming Saturday. And yeah, awesome.
That'd be some great racing with those guys as well. They always put on a terrific show in their regular races. A lot of sportsmanship there. Great finishes to their races. They're just super hard drivers over there.
Absolutely.
Well, we got the realtor up front here, David Levine. If you're looking for a home in the Carolinas, davidlevine.bhhscarolinas.com is where you go, and David is your guy to help you find a home.
Yeah, he is, ain't he? That's why we call him the closer. Man, close about anything. Hope he's closed the deal tonight, bring it into victory lane.
Yeah, he's a man that can do it. We know that, but he's got some hard chargers behind him right now, and some guys that want to get in the winner's circle. They don't really care how they do it.
Absolutely.
I apologize if you hear somebody screaming in the background. That's my 1-year-old.
That's all right. Hey, he's joining in, loving the fun. Also been out here. Exciting racing for him.
Yeah, he actually loves watching it. So he sits here and watches and claps his hands and everything else. So he gets into it.
Yeah, my 10-year-old goes back and watches the replay with me. Sometimes I'll watch him. We'll watch in the living room on a big screen. He'll go, so who won the race? And I'll tell him who won the race. And he's, oh, is it that so-and-so car up there? He enjoys it, so that's cool. As we're getting set here to go back green flag, David Levine, like we call him, the closer here. He's hoping to close the deal tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. Pace cars in. Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. Green flag in the air, lap 42. This time by of 75. Now we're going to go to lap 50, folks. Going to throw a caution. That's going to be our segment number 2 here. So these guys, man, are going to look very good right now. Eric Tess out front. Look at Andrew Canelli, though, trying to bring that number 8 machine along with him. Michael Redding's got a little damage on the rear. Might hinder him just a little bit, but behind them, they are Storm 2 and 3 wide back there in the back.
Yeah, right now, that 8 car is looking very good. Good move right here up to the 96. Got a lot of bite on the inside right there. As Eric Tess has been showing a lot of speed as well. David just trying to stay up front, but got some faster cars behind him right here.
There he does. Look at Tommy Haynes, though, fire on the outside. Mike T. Bruno on the inside right there, though. He's looking to run down there. Michael Redding, as always. Andrew Canelli still front. Oh, yeah, he got...
Man, he just went up there and brushed the wall a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Oh, I just noticed old David Heiser got Get Well Soon Dad on the side of his car. Just noticed that one on there. I'll have to showcase some of these paint jobs here later. There's so much action. I might do that under caution. Just look through the field here. Because right now we got a dogfight up front, side by side. Andrew Canelli is on the outside. I'm going to tell you what, the man must have Budweiser power in that TN Designs machine Ford Mustang, because he drove the wheels off of it on the high side like a madman and under caution. Wow. Did you see that move he put on David Levine?
That was, I'm sorry, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was also going back trying to figure out
that's cool.
what the caution is here. And it's the 94. Looked like, I don't know if he got loose on entry or what happened going into one, but the car just went down to the apron. And of course, at that speed, just spun out.
All right, well, let's go back on the replay and let everybody else see it and see what we got. That move Andrew Canelli did, whoo, boy, he drove that thing on the outside, and it shot up through there like a steaming locomotive. And we're watching the 94. He's down low, going through the tri-oval. He's side by side with the number 50 machine right now. And if anybody, and you're right, that thing just shot left, then got on the apron. Obviously you lose traction there, and then it just spun around. And yeah, that was kind of strange on that right there. These cars have been acting strange all night long. That's the Xfinity cars for you. But man, Andrew Canelli, that guy's on a mission tonight. Wow. And anybody doesn't know, right here, OSR Network, a proud sponsor of TN Designs, Racing Designs, and Graphics. That man up front, Andrew Canelli, he's a man that owns it right there. He's got a nice looking paint job on that car he's done, along with Tyler Justice out there. Got one for John T. Wimmer. It's going to be debuted this Thursday. But check them out. TN Designs on Facebook and tndesigns.weebly.com. If you're looking for an iRacing paint job at a good affordable price, by the way, check these guys out. They do awesome work out there. And proud to sponsor these guys here for the next several races. So it's a unique thing, man. We talk about it a lot, John, how the sport of sim racing is. Sponsors, guys, real sponsors here and there. We got a few other drivers that do have real sponsors. Just an awesome thing, man, to see the sport growing like that.
Yeah, the growth it's experiencing right now is unbelievable, obviously, with the work that iRacing puts into it, adding dirt, and they continue to add, new cars and add some tracks here, and they're working on some more dirt tracks, working on Knoxville, which is awesome because I love that track. But with what they're doing, obviously, is a huge help to it. Just gets more and more attention here, and we get more broadcasting companies out there and people like yourself that put the work and the money and the time into it. And your schedule's grown now to 7 days a week and 10 races in a week, which is unbelievable. You can even do that in the first place, and you're never burned out with it. So, but yeah, the growth of it's just unreal, and we see it too, just in the views that the races get every week are just more and more. So that means a lot as well to have the viewers come in, and we've got a lot of repeat viewers, same people here all the time, and we appreciate that as well. It's nice to see the same people come in and appreciate what these leagues do and what you're doing here at OSR Network.
Absolutely. Well, showing David Heiser's car here. It's got RCH Strong, Get Well Soon Dad on the back. Not 100% sure on that. And don't know what the pace car lights look like right now.
They're still lit up, but I think they are probably going off this time.
Well, are they going to throw the segment this time or what?
I haven't heard any talk of it yet.
Yeah, because that's what you call it.
Lights are off. And yep, they're going to throw it again.
All right. Well, they're throwing it again. I guess we'll try to get a talk with old David Heiser. David Heiser, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, Joe, I got you.
Well, David, looking pretty good out there right now. You've been coming up front to the front there. How's the car feel? And also, see on your side there it says "Get well soon, Dad." RCH strong. Maybe tell us a little bit about that right fast.
Sure, Joe. Yeah, the car's pretty good. I've been trying to hang out in the back. I got caught up in that accident before I had to use the quick repair, but as I started to work my way up front, I pushed it a little bit harder and it felt good. My father actually had a heart attack Sunday night during the All-Star race for the ARCA series, and he went into the hospital and had 2 blockages. They were able to fix the one. He's got to take medicine for the other one, and he's coming home tomorrow. So all things considered, he's doing really well, and so thank God for that.
All righty, well, we appreciate it and wish him well, and good luck to you out there on the track. And I apologize there, Michael, if I ran it close. I just noticed y'all were 2x2 on it there, but I wanted to get a talk in with Days. Gentlemen, Sighting Racing, man, good luck out there as always. See you at 75. All right. Yeah, I think I might have ran it close on that one.
Now we're good.
Yeah, I saw them
going
2x2.
down the back, so it's all right.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, they were 2x2, and I thought, oh Lord, the lights are off on the pace car. They're gonna go back green. He in the middle of talking, and then I saw the lights on the pace car on him, so I thought maybe they threw the caution again and saw he was talking.
Now we're going back green here.
All right. Well, Andrew Kennelly, I'm gonna tell you what, that man fired on all 8 cylinders and pushed that machine to the front like no other. It was an awesome deal right there. So here we go. Pace car's coming out of turn number 4. Going to head off on down pit road here. Andrew Kennelly is going to try to take off, and he does. He leaves David A. Levine, and look at Eric Terrace trying to fire back on the inside there. Waylon Lamb's got 4 tires, and he's going to say, look, I'm going to try to get up front this time and see what I can do. Folks, this is it. This is for all the marbles. There will be no more segments, no more anything. Not going to say there's not going to be any more cautions, though. But, hey, that's up to these guys on the track.
Yeah, right now Eric is really pushing David pretty hard right here, as you can see. Just sticking with him right there on his bumper, staying in his draft a little bit. That helps him out some, so should see him probably get around this 59 here, unless David's holding something back.
Well, as you just saw it, Michael Redding just got bumped by Tyler Justice. Wow, they went into the turn. Tyler Justice drove it down the inside. Michael Redding was there, and, well, we all know how that plays out. It's an all-star race, guys. We're going to take more chances than they normally would take in any other race, although sometimes they do take a lot of chances in other races. But let's go back on the replay and watch it. I was watching live right there when you was talking there, John, and Tyler Justice had a heck of a run coming in to try over right there. Yeah, boom. Actually, we'll go back just a little bit more. Yeah, these guys do a good job. So we're a lap ahead here. As you're going to see Tyler Justice right there. And watch Mike T. Bruno in front of them. He gets loose and comes up the track. And I think that might have shook up Michael Redding just a little bit. Tyler Justice had a good run on him. And that Nike shoe machine, I really like that paint job, by the way. That's a nice one at TN Designs. Now, yeah, Mike T. Bruno washes up the track. Michael Redding goes low. And then here comes Tyler Justice. And they just barely just clips him. Sends him all through the infield there and hard into the wall. Boom. Hate to see that.
Man,
But I think
like you said, Tyler just had a monster run right there, and Redding wasn't blocking. He was just trying to, enter the trial right there, but didn't realize Tyler had such a strong run.
Well, and you talked about that, John. I think a lot of it, Michael Redding had to check up just a little bit. Mike T. Bruno got a little loose, went wide and high there, and and I knew I know sometimes when that happens, you get a little nervous and might crack that throttle. The guy behind you, hey, it's racing. It is what it is.
Yeah, but Tyler had a real shallow entry to the trial right there. It's not something that you would normally do, but in this race, when the only thing that matters is being up front, you're going to do some crazy things. Robert Moyer's in the chat. We didn't even have to pay him to show up.
Yeah, I've been chatting with him on the phone over here, yip-yapping. What's going on, Robert? How you doing, man? I tell you what, it's All-Star Week here. We had All-Star Week, Star Race Sunday night, Monday night, tonight, and tomorrow night we got the, excuse me, folks, we got it, Xfinity cars, ExtremeMotorsports99.com, and then Thursday night we got the Cup Series for ExtremeMotorsports99.com, which both of those races will be at Daytona, so, you know, that's going to be a thriller in itself. And then Friday night, All-Star Hardline Racing, and you ought to like this one, John, TRRL right after that one, Martinsville and the old trucks. So that one ought to be exciting. Yeah, that ought to be exciting. Found that out today. 75 laps of Martinsville, so that ought to be kind of cool. And then obviously this Saturday, me and you back in the booth, Racing Freak, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience, All-Star Racing, the Cup Series there. So going to be a heck of a week, an exciting all-star affair.
Anytime there's a race at Martinsville, I enjoy it. So
heck yeah.
A lot of beating and banging going on there. So
yeah,
definitely got to keep a cool head, which some people are better at than others.
Yeah, well, you know, it's short track. I mean, hey, what do you expect when you're on a short track? So I want to appreciate everybody coming out tonight. As you have seen, a thriller here, folks. We're at lap 54, going to be lap 55. 20 more laps to go here to settle the score tonight. Andrew Kennelly has got that number 8 Budweiser TN Designs machine out front. He's got the closer, David A. Levine, and the Berkshire Hathaway's Revin Optics Ford. I think I said it just like he said it, as always. It's a mouthful right there. And then Eric Tesh in third with I call it the Hooligan Gang and the Hooligan car. It's called Hooligan, though. But Iceman from the Netherlands.
It's called a Hoonigan.
A Hoonigan? Is that what you call it? Hoonigan?
Hoonigan.
I call it Hooligan. Whatever. Anyways.
That's your channel. You call it whatever you want.
Oh, I get a kick out of it. It is, I call it a zebra car also.
Yes.
It does look like a zebra, don't it?
You're correct. Black and white stripes look like a zebra.
Well, there you go. Ain't got a claw on the hood.
Okay. Taking that a bit too far, but all right.
Oh, well, it does. Look at it, man. I mean, dog, what does it look like to you?
It looks like a zebra.
With claws on the hood. Maybe the zebra got scratched. I don't know. Come on.
Oh, wait. Didn't know claws made noise.
Well,
these cars are getting ready to make some noise here. It's time to be professional, so here we go.
There you go. You are 100% right. They're about to make a lot of noise here. It's all 8 cylinders. These machines are about to roar to life. Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. Andrew Kennelly, the Budweiser machine. Boy, he fires on all 8, takes off. David Levine is about to get split in the middle here, though, if he doesn't watch it.
And Waylon is really just giving him a shove down the front stretch right here. And Eric's on the inside. Ought to be able to take this spot pretty easily. David washes up the track here and Waylon gets to the inside.
Absolutely. Eric Tess has already won one All-Star race. He'd love to put a 2 for 2 for this week right now. But Waylon Land, the fan favorite right there. I got to say fan favorite because a lot of people love him. He's got an awesome running paint job out there, pad machine. People against distracted drivers. There we go. People against distracted drivers. I want to say parents for some reason because I heard somebody say that once. Right
parents
now,
are too.
Okay, well, true. Well, right now these guys are about to turn the wick up, and it is turn wick up time here as always. Lap 57. We got to 75 here, folks. Don't go anywhere because it's about to get interesting. As up front, Andrew Kennelly's trying to hang on. He would love to put this thing in victory lane, but he's got a lot of evil, hungry guys behind him here trying to storm and bring it to front too. Look at Chris Akers, though, in that freaky fast machine. He has freaky fast out there right now and serving up some Jimmy Johns while he's doing it.
Man, him and Waylon have a great battle going on right here. Some of these cars, Bruno did it back in 3 and 4. We're going to see some of these cars are washing up the track right there, just getting super tight and moving up the track, and that, caused them to lose a spot there. But Waylon's fighting on the inside here with Bruno, trying to get up there. David is way up the track and losing some time right there.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna kind of hinder the progression there a little bit of Mike T. Bruno. But look at him, weave low, weave high, try to break the draft of those guys behind him. Keep them guys side by side. Look behind Waylon Lamb. He's got a Nike shoe machine, man, right there on the tailgate, and that's the number 7, Mr. Excitement. Tyler Justice, he goes high. Look at the push, though. Mike T. Bruno gets going into the turn, bumps the back end of the 59, lets you know, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, we see these guys moving to the high side now. Take care of your tires, helps you get a little bit faster run around here, and keeps those RPMs up so you get the momentum coming off the corner here. These guys trapped on the inside, it's a bit of a hindrance for them to be down there. We got a car up in the wall, looks like the 16.
Ooh, yeah, he got loose, boy, and pushed the wall. Could have been disastrous there from everybody. Man, I tell you what. Well, John, we ain't done it, but you know what time it is?
It's time for the speed cam. Oh, we got a wreck.
Well, I went to go turn the mic off for the speed cam. And that right there might have been the slowest speed cam in the world we've ever had.
It didn't take long.
It didn't take
I thought
long.
it was coming. I wanted to tell you, but I like doing the speed cam, which is why I didn't sound too enthusiastic about it.
Well, 16, was he involved in it?
The 96, the 8 are really the ones involved. The 8 got way out of shape with the 96 under him. Lost it. The 54 got into the back of the 8 down the front stretch and spun him.
Oh, you talking about the leader? Oh, the leader.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Chris Akers, yeah, got in the back. Said, hey, this bud's for you right there. And who else was involved? Because he went off into the infield.
Man, and you know what? I believe
It had to be the 16.
there was a net code issue again between the 96 and the 8.
Yeah. Well,
You can see
you're
just a
saying-
hard
you're
bump
saying-
there.
You're saying 96 and 8.
Yeah, they were fighting for the lead.
I showed the
but
54.
The 54 got into the back of the 8. I made a full sentence about it earlier.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm saying is because I'm watching the 8 go down through the infield.
Yeah, the 54 got into the back of him because he still didn't have the car gathered up.
Okay. Now he's back on track right now, riding normal. He didn't hit anything, thankfully.
But when the 96 drove down to the inside, and what happened, there was a huge gap between them, but it looked like there was net code. The 8 took a hard hit to the inside and just really jolted the car loose, and he just never could gather it back up.
Okay. All right. Well, unfortunate end right there.
So another one bites dust to net code.
Yes. A lot of it tonight for some reason. Well, we'll try the speed cam here in a minute. That was the slowest speed cam in OSR Network's history.
Yeah, you said that. Was it last night?
Yeah, well, last night at least we got maybe like, half lap, and they did it. Tonight was, we just, I just barely got it clicked to it over the caution.
Well, we're on lap 63 out of 75 laps here, and Eric Teschke in the lead, Chris Akers second, David Levine third, Mike T. Bruno fourth, Waylon Lamb fifth, Ryan Broderick sixth, Tyler Justice seventh, David Haase eighth, Cody West ninth, and Kenneth Yance in 10th.
Absolutely. Kenneth Yance been able to fire back up front. I haven't seen old Just Christie out there yet. She might be biting her fingernails there, hoping he can get up front. Or maybe she's just mad because he ain't up front. I don't know. Either way, it's Just Christie. You ain't got nothing to say about that. All right.
I don't talk about other people's wives or girlfriends.
What are you talking about? Man, come on, man.
Saying she's mad and stuff. I'm not getting in on that.
Look. Well, maybe she's upset the fact he ain't running good. You know what I mean? A little emotional. Hey, you never know.
Yeah, I'm not instigating a fight later.
I'm not man.
Yep.
Oh,
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to set poor Kenneth up for failure.
No, is that what it was?
That's what you're doing.
And you know what? That's something we haven't looked at either. I want to look at his paint job. Cotton candy balls is what he's got on his paint. Well, guess what? I'm going to talk to old Cotton Candy.
All right,
As soon as old Andrew decides
Yeah,
to quit talking.
Well, he's trying to sort some stuff out there. For some reason, he got an EOL penalty that was not given to him by the race director.
Ah, okay.
I believe they got it squared away now.
Kenneth, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Well, Kenneth, real quick, because I think we're going back to green flag here. You got cotton candy balls on the side of that machine. You got a sweet looking ride out there with that. And we were just up here talking about having heard from Just Christie, because maybe she was mad because maybe you wasn't doing too well or so forth. But how's that car feel to you, man?
Man, this car is like trying to control a greased hubcap on a frozen pond, Joe. I'm just hanging on, hoping I don't hit nothing tonight. But the cotton candy balls Ford Mustang, we're in 10th right now, and maybe we can hold it or pick up a couple of spots, man. But go out and get you some of these, man. They're great tasting balls, Joe.
And with that note, folks, I'll see you at lap 75. Good luck. Yeah, okay. We're going back green flag. Pace cars in, folks. Well, Eric Tess is the man out point. I'm trying to hold it together. I apologize because, wow, Kenneth Yance, that's got to be the interview of the year right there. And Mike T. Bruno. Oh, my Lord. Wow, Mike T. Bruno. Well, let's go back on the replay of that one. Well, we were just starting this one out, but I'm going to say again, that's got to be the interview of the year right there. Well, let's see what happened to Mike T. Bruno, because he was actually running in fourth spot. Let's see if he got a little help or if he pushed the issue.
He missed the shift.
Yeah, he did, and then just got bumped a little, and hard in the wall. And I'm gonna tell you what, he had a hard in the wall, and it threw that car all the way back into the track. And I hate to see that on his end as we're under caution again. Lap 67 to 75. It ain't over with yet, folks. But
oh me.
I apologize.
Sorry.
I know. I did my best, and I apologize, folks, on that one. But you gotta admit that was funny. I gotta give that man credit. He is a ball of energy all the time, and I've said it before. The day he wins, we might as well just go take a break because we ain't getting him off the mic.
Oh, me. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
I haven't either. That was good. I gotta give mad prompts to old Kenneth Yance out there, Mr. MotorSim Racing Magazine himself, title sponsor here for the Grand National Series. It is presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine, and him and John Barron do a wonderful job. Oh, by the way, issue number 3 is out. Go check that out, folks. If you haven't, well, run, go check it out. You know, get to your computer, your phone, your tablet, I don't know, steal your neighbors if you got to. If you got kids, tell them, hey, look, you bought the darn thing, you're taking it back for the night. So
now we're condoning crime.
I just said if you got kids, man, and they got one, take theirs.
You said take your neighbors.
Borrow your neighbors. Let me rephrase, borrow your neighbors. And look who pops out in the chat now.
It's like she knows.
She does. She's telepathic, man.
She got that ESPN.
Ain't that a sports radio show?
Yeah, it is. That's the joke.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, well.
Oh, my God. Dude, my stomach hurts. I can't help it. I can't even help it, man. I have no idea how she puts up with him like that. Goodness.
Dad, that was good. I got to give him some. I'm not going to repeat his last part there. I'm going to stay kind of, professional here.
Cool, man.
If I can, but he must be had a lot of cotton candy before he got in that car.
He had a whole lot of something.
He did. That man's got to be jacked up on Red Bull or something.
Oh, my goodness, man. I'm going to tell you what, people, if you don't have a good time coming in here and watching these races, then you are a very boring person.
Absolutely. You know, I've said it before, you must be dead. Because there's just no way around it. You've got to be, and that's another thing I want to touch on real quick, John, is I've had...
Are you segueing this from dead people into something else? Oh, my goodness.
We don't have any funeral home cars out here, so we're good, okay? Not yet, anyways. And no, that's not for and no, that's not for somebody to go out there and paint a car, because I said that, all right? I know it. Every time I say something, they go out and paint a sponsor with what I say. It's like, wow.
Oh, man. All right.
I'm starting to cry
Here we go.
now, man. Hold on a minute. I got to wipe my tears. What? Can't talk.
Man, wipe your ears. Goodness gracious. We have just lost all control.
I've lost it here.
We better find it. It's time to be professionals. We're going back green flag racing. We're on lap 70 of 75. It is go time.
Yes, it is. You have got that right, John. Go time here, because when they cross that line, it's going to be lap 71. 4 laps to go for an all-star shot here tonight. Grand National Series presented by MotorSim Racing Magazine. And folks, if you think, man, that it's been exciting, hold on to your hats. And as Kenneth Yance out there say, hang on to the cotton, because, man, he's eating enough of it out there for everyone. But these guys up front, they about to put it to the wind here as they come in the pace cars, coming in the turn number 3. Caution comes out this time, though. As of last night, it's over with.
Yeah, restart's crucial right here. David can't let that 96 get up there and get a big lead like he did before, and 54's got to stay right with him.
Absolutely. Well, the pace car is rolling in. It turns that hard left turn on pit road. Eric Tess, Iceman for the Netherlands. He hammers down, heads up, and Kenneth Yance. Wow, that's a big one back there. And I don't think, though, that's going to be it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
we should be all right.
We should be okay, but boy, Kenneth Yance got spun. I don't know if he missed a gear or
no, he just had some help.
Had some help, and we'll see what happened. But boy, I tell you, behind him though, I think Tyler Justice got hit pretty hard. Let's see the replay here right fast. Yeah, Tyler Justice went. He didn't go. Oh, Michael Redding. Oh, my bad. That wasn't Tyler Justice. I'm sorry. Let's go back on Michael Redding. My bad here. Had a black car back there. Looked like Tyler Justice. That was my fault. Actually, that was Tommy Haynes. Ooh, hate to see that. Let's see what happened here. Mr. Evil Knievel himself. I know he got turned. Like you said, looks like maybe spun the tires or something on that 72 machine. Or maybe he was having a conversation with Just Christie. I don't know. Well, it looks like the car in front of him didn't go. And he had to check up. When he checked up, guess what? Michael got involved. 75. And, Tommy Haynes is on his roof. Hanging upside down, folks. So while we're still in the caution, let's ride along with old Tommy Haynes here. Wow. We're going to ride on the inside cockpit view of Tommy Haynes. As he hits the gas, off the gas, and then the cars in front of him there, and then he just gets spun.
All the cars behind him just stacked up on top of each other. The 8 came flying into the 75, sent him flying into the 49, hit Tommy, and everybody just, things got crazy.
It did. So, like we were saying, do not believe this is going to be the end of it. I think we are going to have, well, if the lights on the pace car don't go out this time by, then it's over. If they go out when they cross the line, then we know we got a green-white checker. So I'm not sure, since it was lap 71 when they crossed that line, if it was close enough to be the end of it. If it is, Eric Tess's man out there probably crossing his fingers going, wow. You know, David A. Levine sitting in second.
I think that we're going to have one lap.
Okay, well, we'll know here in just one second. Because if those lights go out, then we know they're going to line up. We're going to have a shoot heading. They didn't. Uh-oh.
Oh, it is over.
It is over. Well, Wow, I wouldn't have thought. Talk about timing of just right there, folks. That's what you call that. Well, congratulations to that man. 2 for 2 this week in an all-star race. Eric Tesh, Iceman from the Netherlands. As long as he makes it around the whole entire time, he's going to be the winner here for the Grand National Series presented by MotorSims Racing Magazine. David Levine's going to be in second. Look at Chris Akers pulling it up in third here. Waylon Lamb fourth. Tyler Justice is going to pull in fifth. All I got to say is, wow, what a race. These guys, man, wow.
And Eric is going to be super excited because before the race, he told me that his whole goal for tonight was to not have to talk to me after the race.
Oh, Lord. And
He says he can't understand me when I talk to him. He said that means I'm finishing second or third.
You know
He
what we
said,
need to start doing?
First.
What we need to start doing with him is pull him down here in team speak. That way he'll be able to understand. I know what it is. It's coming over. When you come over the iRacing chat, it muffles you down even more for some reason. I don't know why, but like it muffles me down. But
yeah, everybody's the quality of it's just not there.
Well, that's why I like to use that in car with it, because it actually makes them feel like they're in an in car. You know.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that one as much as me and John did, and appreciate everybody coming out because, man, what a race. These guys did it all. Side by side, 3 wide, nose to tail, tearing up machines out there. We even had dude, man, talk about cotton candy and slicker than something. I forgot what he said, but hey, everybody, sentiment was from everybody. Cars are slick to drive, really hard. Awesome race here tonight. Man, what an all-star week here for the Monday Night Thunder guys.
It's been great. Great racing Sunday, Monday, and today. Just unbelievable. It just shows you the caliber of drivers that are here in this league, and I enjoy running with all of them. When I race on Sundays, a lot of respect for these guys, and just really enjoy it. It's made me a better driver. So, if you're on the fence about league racing, you don't know, I'm telling you, you're missing out on something that can really help you.
Absolutely. Well, Waylon Lamb and Tyler Justice out there.
Post-race activity.
Yeah. I hope they understand that could probably hurt them.
Let's remember that Waylon was really harsh on me Sunday about doing that.
Yeah. Well, they got to remember, they got to cross the line still. I mean, so they don't want to take each other out too much. But tonight's winner, that man, the number 96. Folks, he's 2 for 2 this week. He won the All-Star race at Lucas Oil Motor Speedway for the ARCA Series on Sunday night, and tonight's winner for the Grand National Series presented by MotorSims Racing Magazine, Eric Tesh, pulling it off here tonight. David A. Levine second, Chris Akers third. Wow, what a race, what a race, what a race. That's all I can say. I mean, these guys put on a show. So, John, I'm going to let you get down there, man, do some post-race interviews.
Sorry, Aaron, I didn't mean to hit you.
Chris Akers, John Wenders and Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, John, I do.
Buddy, you had a good night, man. You were fast and up there up front. Hate this thing had to end under caution there, but how do you feel about the race? And those cars are super hard to hold on to, aren't they?
The longer the runs got, the easier the car were to handle, man. It's just like last night. I was making my way to the front and had a late caution to ruin it all, but it was fun the whole time.
Oh, you did a great job, buddy. Just wish could have ran it out there and see if you guys had anything for him, but you got anybody you want to thank tonight?
Oh, yeah, I want to thank y'all for putting on the broadcast like always, and then Michael and Bradley for hosting it, and everybody that races on here. It's always fun. Always have a good time. I enjoy it.
Yeah, football week. Enjoy watching you getting around the track here. You're getting better and better every week, man. Just keep it up. I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
David Levine, this is John Wembers and Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear, guys. How you doing?
All right, doing great, man. Hate the thing ended under caution there. You look like you had a super fast car. You may have been able to do something there with your teammate there. So tell us a little bit about your race and how things went for you tonight.
Yeah, the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Raven Optics Mustang was pretty good all night. You know, I stayed up front by not pitting past the end of that first stage, and I think honestly that's what did it for me. Because to be honest, I don't think I really had anything for Eric and Chris and Cardinelli up here. I just, you know, kind of got lucky on playing the strategy right, and just gotta say a big old shout out to MR Motorsports for bringing a Pac 1-2 in the All-Star race.
Well, I imagine racing's a little bit like selling homes. Every once in a while you hit a home run. Sometimes you just got to take second. But it's not that bad, is it?
Yeah, you got that right. Every once in a while you get lucky and things fall together.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, man. Enjoyed watching you out there as I always do, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. See you guys around.
All right, Joe, we'll throw it to you, buddy, because we know where you're headed, to a man who's very, very happy that he does not have to talk to me.
Well, I hear you. Well, tonight's winner, man, 2 for 2 this week. Well, I'll tell you what, definitely an all-star in himself. Got the hooligan gang is what I call it, zebra machine out there, the number 96. We call him the Iceman for the Neverlands. Tonight's all-star winner, Charlotte Motor Speedway Under the Lights Grand National Series, presented by MotorSims Racing Magazine. Eric Tess is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, Joe, I got your loud and clear.
Well, I tell you what, you were talking before the race about parking bicycles. One thing you didn't park, you're going to park that car right here. Not in a crash fest, but you are definitely parking it in victory lane tonight. So, hey, how's it feel, man, to have the second win this week and the Monday Night Thunder All-Star Week?
It's special. All what I can say is just special, the feeling. Just, you know, performing on the best, trying to be the best. That's all what you need to do. And the strategy worked out. The people around me were awesome, amazing to drive together. Lots of give and take. It was just great.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, looked good in that 96 machine, powering it to the front there tonight. As man, it was a heck of a race. You guys put on a show. You got anybody out there you want to thank for this win tonight?
I just want to thank all my teammates around me. They raced really, really amazing. I just want to thank Michael and Bradley, of course, for this league. And I want to thank you, Joe, just for the broadcast.
Well, as always, we appreciate it up here, man. And y'all guys put on a heck of a show. Again, tonight's winner here. Well, I'm not going to say second in a row, but a number 2 for this week here. All-Star Week here at the Monday Night Thunder Grand National Series presented by MotorSims Racing Magazine. Tonight's winner, Under the Lights, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Eric Tess, Iceman for the Neverlands, powering the 96 machine home. Looking good doing it, guys. Wow, what a race. That's about all I can say. I mean, y'all did everything. 3 wide, 2 wide, nose to tail. Even had a guy out there eating some cotton candy, man, and making it very slick and whatnot while he's doing it, and giving us a good laugh as always. Guys, man, until next time, I loved every minute of it. Me and John loved, man, calling these races. The viewers out here, man, loved it. What an all-star week. Every one of you guys are all-stars. But, man, the winners here, man, this week, you got Eric Tess, Zach Linger, and then again Eric Tess, man. What a race. What a finish. I know we're off the next 2 Mondays, so enjoy the holiday season, guys, as I know we got a Memorial Day coming up and whatnot. This is Joe White and John Team with myself in the booth saying thank you to everyone. What a week, man, here for the All-Stars. Well, John, let's run down this run in order here because tonight's winner, the Iceman for the Neverlands, Eric Tess, makes it win number 2 this week here in the All-Star Week. David A. Levine, he tried closing the deal, and he was close to doing it, coming in second. Chris Akers third, Waylon Lamb right there in fourth. Craig Lerman in fifth. Spence Thompson sixth. Andrew Connelly right there in seventh. Aaron Friend eighth. Zach Lindgren, hey, come up in ninth right there. And Jason Burgess 10th.
Got Terry Mason in 11th. Michael Redding 12th. Ryan Broderick 13th. Tyler Justice 14th. Cody West 15th. David Heiza 16th. Gordon Larson Jr. 17th. Kenneth Yance 18th, Tommy Haynes 19th, and Mike Bruno in 20th.
And 21st, Jason Alexander. Davis Richards 22nd, Bradley Wisner in 23rd. Well, I tell you what, we saw it all tonight. Action, drama. Guys, just no fear putting them cars everywhere. Had a barrel of laughs, having fun up here in the booth and whatnot. It was just awesome. What's your final thoughts on this one, John?
That was just a great race. It's what we expected to see with these cars, slipping and sliding around, and different strategy playing out here with the short all-star format here, and it worked out in Eric's favor again.
Absolutely. Well, as always, folks, I do appreciate it. Well, check me, Ryan W. Daniels, and myself, Joe White, will be in the booth tomorrow night for the start of the season, Xfinity season, for ExtremeMotorsports99.com Daytona Super Speedway. They call it Daytona International Speedway, but either way, it's going to be some high-banked, fast-paced, door-to-door, side-to-side wheeling action there as we kick off the season over at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Check us out there tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and also, man, at 9 o'clock on Thursday. And until then, everyone, appreciate y'all coming out, and thank you.
Drivers, start your reading. MotorSim Racing Magazine is the first and only magazine dedicated to sim racing. Every month we'll be covering the hot topics around the world of sim racing. So if you're looking to be in the know, go to www.motorsimsracing.com. You will find articles from your favorite drivers, leagues, and other prominent people in the sim racing community. Want an update of your favorite league? We got it. Want to learn the basics on finding a perfect league for you? We got it. Want to know more about how leagues are run? We got it. So remember, when you want to know what's going on in the sim racing world, go to www.motorsimracing.com.